There was a time when Britain's motorways belonged to the lorry drivers, a kind of rolling kingdom made of diesel, grit, and long, lonely stretches of tarmac. Back in the 1980s, their normal was wild by today's standards. No rules, no tech, just instinct, hard work, and endless miles of freedom. 1. Tampering with or bypassing emissions and exhaust equipment. Back in the day, it was not uncommon for lorries to run with modified or completely bypassed exhaust systems so they could burn more fuel or reduce maintenance costs. Although the full digital tracking and emissions regulations weren't in place, drivers and operators often knew how to tweak things under the radar. Today, this kind of practice is expressly illegal. The Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency, DVSA, now carries out roadside checks for cheat devices or disabled emission systems on lorries. So while many drivers back then saw it as just keeping the wheels turning, nowadays it carries fines, vehicle immobilization, and could cost the operator their license. 2. Sleeping in laybys and on hard shoulders. There weren't enough lorry stops in the 1980s, and the ones that existed were usually packed or expensive. So drivers made do. They'd pull into a lay-by or a quiet spot off the M6, close the curtains, and grab a few hours of sleep while cars screamed by just a few feet away. It wasn't glamorous, but it was normal. You'd put the kettle on, tuck into a sandwich, and try to ignore the noise and cold. Today, that would get you a stern warning, maybe even a fine or a tow. Parking regulations are strict now. Only designated lorry zones are allowed. Back then, though, a dark lay-by was home sweet home. 3. Overloading a little or a lot. Adding just a bit more was part of the game. A few extra pallets here, a couple more crates there. Nobody thought twice. Some companies even encouraged it because it saved time and trips. Drivers learned how to dodge weighbridges or take quiet country roads to avoid getting stopped. Now things are very different. Overloading is a serious offence. Get caught and you're hit with heavy fines, points on your licence, and possibly a suspended operator's permit. Technology has shut down every shortcut. Mobile weigh stations and roadside sensors catch what used to slip through easily. Back then, it was survival. Today, it's a crime. 4. Skipping proper safety checks. You'd give the lorry a quick once-over, sure, maybe a kick to the tyre or a glance at the lights, but nothing like the strict checks drivers must do now. If a light was out, you just avoided driving at night. If the tyre was worn, you drove a little slower in the rain. There were no digital forms, no QR codes, no vehicle telematics constantly sending data to fleet managers. You just knew your lorry, felt how it ran, and trusted your instincts. Now every lorry has an app-based checklist and daily inspection requirements. Miss one small issue and you're off the job until it's fixed. Back then, it was about knowing your machine. Now it's about proving you checked it. 5. CB radio warnings and road gossip. CB radio wasn't just for chatting, it was your lifeline. Channel 19 was buzzing day and night. Drivers warned each other about police patrols, smoky on the bridge, mate, traffic jams, or dodgy weather up ahead. It was part camaraderie, part survival network. These days, most CBS are silent, replaced by mobile phones and tracking systems. If someone got caught using one to dodge law enforcement today, it wouldn't go down well. But back then, it was seen as clever teamwork, the road zone's secret language. 6. Driving half asleep. Picture this. It's nearly 10 p.m. You've been up since 5 in the morning and you still have 100 miles to go. The delivery's due at dawn, and if you're late, you lose money, so you power through. Coffee in one hand, cigarette in the other, praying your eyes don't close before the next rest stop. That was normal. Today, it's unthinkable. Legal limits cap driving hours strictly, and tachographs don't allow you to sneak extra time in. In the 80s, fatigue was a badge of honour. Now, it's a safety hazard. 7. Smoking in the cab. The cab was your castle, and if you wanted to light up, you did. Cigarettes, cigars, rollies, it didn't matter what you were hauling. Fruit, electronics, paint. The rule was simple. Your lorry, your rules. Now, smoking in company vehicles is banned, especially if anyone else rides along. Even solo drivers face restrictions because of fire hazards and resale values. It's hard to imagine now, but for most of the 80s, every cab smelled like a mix of diesel, leather, and tobacco. 8. Paperwork done later, or never. Logbooks were more like notebooks, half-filled, often made up later at the depot. You scribbled what you remembered, handed it in, and hoped no one cared to double-check. Nobody tracked it with timestamps or GPS, and it was all based on trust. Today, the paperwork is digital, automatic, and tied to company systems. Every delivery, break, and mile is monitored. One missing entry and the system flags it instantly. Back then, trust ran the industry. Now it's all data. Despite all that chaos, it worked. The drivers got the job done. There were fewer rules, more risks, and a whole lot of gut instinct. It wasn't perfect, far from it, but it was real, gritty lorrying. Still, what came with that freedom was danger. And by the 1990s and 2000s, the government and companies began cracking down on almost everything that had once been normal. But the madness didn't stop there, because there's still more from that wild decade that would never fly today. 9. A pint before the road. It wasn't unheard of for a driver to grab a pint or two before turning in for the night, or even before a long drive if the morning started early. It wasn't about recklessness, just part of the culture. Long hours, rough roads, and pub camaraderie were intertwined. Today, that would end a career instantly. Most haulage firms have strict alcohol policies, random breath tests, and zero-tolerance rules. Even trace amounts can mean suspension, but back then, it was just another night on the job. 10. Borrowing or siphoning fuel. Sometimes it was innocent, topping up a mate's tank when he ran dry on the A46. Other times, drivers took a bit home for their own car. Diesel prices were climbing and fuel cards weren't common yet, so people made do. Now that's theft, plain and simple. With GPS tracking, pump monitoring and detailed fuel logs, every drop is accounted for. Back then it was bending the rules. Today it's grounds for dismissal. 11. Taking backload jobs for cash. If you finished a delivery in Manchester and saw an easy pickup heading back to London, you might grab it, off the books, cash in hand. It made sense. You were heading that way anyway, so why not earn a little extra? These days, that's a legal nightmare. Everything's tracked, insured, and registered. A single unauthorized load can void insurance and breach safety laws. What used to be clever side hustling is now a triple violation. Policy, safety, and insurance all at once. 12. Loose load securing. Safety straps were optional, at least in spirit. You'd throw a few over the top, tighten the curtain, and get rolling. If nothing shifted, you called it a win. Today, that attitude would get your lorry immobilized on the spot. Load security is now treated as seriously as brakes or tires. The DVSA can pull you over for even one loose strap. But back in the 80s, it was just common sense. If you trusted your load, you hit the road. 13. Idling all night. In the winter, leaving your engine running overnight wasn't laziness, it was survival. The cab heaters weren't great and sleeping in the cold wasn't fun. Some drivers just preferred the hum of the engine while they rested. Today, most fleets have automatic idle shut-off systems to cut emissions and save fuel. Keep it running too long and the system kills it. Back then, fuel was your business. Now it's the company's budget and the environment's problem. 14. Overtaking. Whenever you felt like it, slow lorry in front. You went around. Didn't matter if it was a single lane climb or a long stretch. If you thought you could pass, you did. Sometimes you'd have two lorries crawling side by side for miles, testing patience and engines alike. Now, overtaking rules are strict, especially for heavy vehicles. Stay in your lane or risk fines, reports, and even disciplinary action. Back then, it was all about pride and momentum. Today, it's about compliance. 15. No MOT or insurance. Sometimes it's shocking to think about now, but a few small operators tried running lorries with expired MOTs or sketchy paperwork. Swap plates, cut corners, and hope for the best. It wasn't bravery, it was desperation. Margins were thin and keeping the wheels turning was priority number one. Now that's impossible. With number plate recognition systems, automated alerts, and digital compliance records, there's nowhere to hide. The era of run it till it breaks is long gone. 16. Messing around with the tachograph back in the 1980s, plenty of drivers used to tweak their tachographs a bit, maybe stick a magnet on it, bypass the system, or scribble down numbers that didn't quite match what really happened. It wasn't seen as sneaky, just part of getting the job done when you needed to squeeze in a few more miles or skip a rest break. But times have changed. These days, the DVSA takes tachograph tampering super seriously. If you mess with the device, fake records, or fail to use it properly, you could end up with massive fines or even jail time. What was once common practice is now straight up illegal. 17. Using unrecorded or off-book extra jobs and loads. In the 1980s, a driver might finish a scheduled delivery, then take a second cash in hand or unofficial load on the return trip, perhaps to make extra money or help a local contact. Those were often informal, little recorded, and they blended into the day's work. Although the practice was widespread, today it's not just frowned upon. It's a serious breach of insurance, road safety, and operator licensing rules. Modern logistics firms track every journey, load, and stop. If you took an undeclared load now, you'd face multiple violations. So now you might be thinking, why is that normal? Well, the truth is those risky habits weren't about breaking rules. They were about surviving in a tough industry that demanded everything. Drivers worked long hours, relied on instinct, and took pride in pushing through. The 1980s haulage scene was rough, independent, and full of heart. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.